Good afternoon, the State News. Hi, I'm Taufikat Abdullah Hakim. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has charged members of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council to get themselves equipped with the provisions of the new Electoral Act as amended ahead of the February general elections. The governor gave the charge while declaring open a 2-day the trainers workshop for members of the campaign council at the Performing Theatre of Adeleke University, Ede. Governor's office correspondent Abdurrahim Adekileku now completes the story.
The workshop opened. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke welcomed the participants at a 2-day training program organized for members of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) Presidential Campaign Council who were drawn from all the 36 states of the Federation and the FCT to Osun State. Senator Adeleke said the import of the training is to equip the participants with necessary information and logistics that will assist them in guiding other party members and the electorates. He appealed to them to pay rapt attention to the lessons they will be taught, so as to enable them impart knowledge on others when they return to their respective states. He thereafter declared the workshop open.
A lot of people don't understand when you say you want to sacrifice. You must put in your 100%. You must be focused, so that at the end of the day, we shall rejoice. We shall say that, yes, we have gotten to that promised land. And we shall say, thank you, God Almighty, because you have helped us. The way you help Osun State, and we are putting this Osun State as a test case and a template of winning the federal. And it's going to happen, inshallah. And it's going to happen by the special grace of God. So I want you guys to concentrate. Don't bring it forward like I said before. Concentrate and focus. And I'm sure within that 2 days, you will grab everything.
Earlier in his welcome address, the acting chairman of the PDP in Osun State, Dr. Akindele Adekunle, lauded the national leadership of the party for choosing Osun State as the template for the national election.
They are very confident that the knowledge and the skill you will acquire during this training will bolster the chances of our party winning the election.
Also speaking, the PDP Director of Training, Honorable Austin Opara, and the Deputy Director of Training for the Northern Region, Mrs. Bone Haruna, lauded the Governor for hosting the participants and appealed to them to make the best use of the training session to position themselves for the next general election to ensure victory for the party. In his goodwill message, the Chairman and Chancellor of Adeleke University, Dr. Deji Adeleke, lauded the participants for their steadfastness, urging them to take a cue from Osun templates.
Let us pay attention, be attentive to what we are going to be taught here. Very, very important. Because this program is to train the trainers. So if the trainer needs anything, that means it will not be passed on to the people at home.
It has been Abdurrahim Adekileku reporting.
Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has announced a new transport management system for the state with the triple objective of securing the motor parks, creating thousands of jobs and increasing the state internally generated revenue. In a statement by the spokesperson to the governor, Malam Olawale Rashid, the state governor described the new transport management model as a fulfillment of his earlier promise to sanitize the current park system and ensure commuters enjoy a new lease of safe and secure transportation. The statement indicated that the newly created Supervisory Disciplinary Committee new model to generate thousands of jobs, increase revenues, and secure parks, which will afford the consultant an opportunity to integrate 97.8% of union as its employees. According to the release, Comrade Wakil Olurombi heads vehicle sector, while Comrade Oyeni Ayobami leads the cycle wing with the main objective, generating thousands of jobs, increasing the state internally generated revenue, and securing Osun State motor parks. Meanwhile, Osun State government has lauded the prompt intervention of the Ataoja of Osogbo land, Obajimo Oyetunji Olanipekun II, and the team of Edeland, Oba Munirudin Adeshola Lawal Laminisa I, over the brewing ownership crisis of Abiri. The spokesperson to Osun State Governor, Malam Olawale Rashid, while speaking with OSBC News, said the governor appreciated the monarchs for their timely response, which has put the issues permanently on rest. The governor's spokesperson said Senator Ademola Adeleke has not and will not give any directive that will be against the interest of any town, while appealing to the indigents of the two neighboring towns to continue living peacefully together, attributed the purple rumor to handiwork of some political players who are afraid of participating in a free and fair election. He speaks further.
Land and Osogbo land for their timely intervention in terms of setting the record straight and clearing the statement as to the fact that nothing untoward has happened in terms of the location and the status of the government secretariat. The cabinettes have rightly said it, the status quo remains. His Excellency has not denied any community their rights and privileges. And His Excellency is committed to ensure peaceful coexistence among the communities. So His Excellency is full of praise for the traditional rulers for their timely fatherly intervention. And it is the hope of the government that our people on both sides of the axis will listen and abide by the plea of the traditional rulers.
Osun State residents join other Nigerians that decried the scarcity of the new Naira note as the Central Bank of Nigeria commenced the implementation of the cashless policy nationwide. Those who spoke in separate interviews with OSBC News complained that just few of the banks have the few notes in their automated teller machines. Our reporter, Oluchi Hamida, completes the story.
In a bid to reposition Nigeria's economy and control the amount of money in circulation, the Central Bank of Nigeria commenced the full implementation of the cashless policy, which placed a strict limit to the amount of money that can be withdrawn by individuals and by corporate bodies. The Apex Bank also began the dispensation of the redesigned 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira notes through the ATM and over-the-counter. OSBC News investigation in some banks' automated teller machine points in Osogbo revealed that most of the ATM were still dispensing the old 500 and 1,000 Naira notes, while very few of them had the new Naira notes. A financial expert, Mr. Dumoye Oluwiyiwa, described the scarcity of the new Naira notes as unacceptable, most especially in view of the fact that the old one will cease to be a legal tender from the 31st of this month.
The truth is that the new notes is still scarce in circulation. CBN is not pumping enough new Naira notes to the circulation. The best practice should be that as customers, as they are bringing the old notes, why they want to withdraw, either through the ATM or across the counter, the best practice would have been that it is the new notes that should be given them, or that should be dispensed to them through the ATM. So there is still a lot of challenge regarding that. And most especially the rural dwellers, how do we expect them to cope?
Another bank customer, Mr. Abdul Fatai Adebayo, said he was lucky enough to withdraw the new note from one of the machines in town. He decried a situation whereby a bank that has about 4 automated teller machines will only put a limited number of the new notes in just one machine, thereby creating scarcity. The new withdrawal policy announced by the Central Bank of Nigeria and whose implementation is already in progress stipulates that individual bank customers cannot withdraw more than 100,000 Naira in cash over the counter and through the ATMs or POS in a day. These amount to 500,000 Naira weekly and 2 million Naira monthly. It also placed the withdrawal limit for corporate customers at 5 million Naira per week, translating to 20 million Naira per month. Oluchi Amoda.
And that ends the state news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 5 for the evening news. Good afternoon.